In the last class, while covering the apiculture syllabus, we covered honeybee species, caste, comb structure, stages, then handling of honey colony and colony inspection. Along with that, we also covered study of beehives and beekeeping equipments. Today we shall discuss study of different morphological and anatomical structures in honeybee along with hiving of feral colony. First one is the general morphology. As you know, honeybee we can compare with Kamadhenu and Kalpavriksha. Kamadhenu is our cow and Kalpavriksha is coconut tree. Why we call them as Kamadhenu and Kalpavriksha? Because of their multiple utility. Just like that, honeybee is also having multiple functions, like it can be used in honey production, can be a best pollinator as well as wax producer, and many more uses. So it is having three major parts: head, thorax and abdomen. Understanding different parts is very important because different parts are having different functions and production capacity. The first part is head. Here head bears a pair of geniculate antennae. Two compound eyes on lateral side of head. Bees can distinguish different colors but are red blind and can perceive ultraviolet rays. This is very important. It is red blind, having geniculate antennae, then it can distinguish different colors. Two compound eyes are present and it can perceive ultraviolet rays. Head bears three ocelli, means simple eyes are present on top portion which perceive degree of light. Two mandibles are attached to ventrolateral part of the head capsule. Mandibles differ in shape in the three castes. Workers use mandibles for grasping and scraping pollen from anthers, feeding of pollen and in manipulation of wax scales during comb building. Here in different kind of caste, the mandibles are different shape. Mandible of drone, as it is already discussed, drones use it for comb production as well as honey extraction. Then mandible of queen, this doesn't have much function, and mandible of worker, it is also somewhat simple only. Okay, so the mouth parts of worker bees are modified for sucking and lapping. Tongue or proboscis formed by medium labium and two lateral maxillae is used for ingestion or ingesting liquids, means when they give sting, injecting liquid, it is helpful. Labium has a long medium glossa and spoon shaped lobe that is called as flabellum at the end. Inside the head there are long coiled strings of small lobes known as hypopharyngeal glands which secrete granular food known as royal jelly that is fed to queen and young larvae. So this is again work of single caste. Okay, the particular head portion with coiled strings of small lobes known as hypopharyngeal glands, these secrete the royal jelly and that is fed to queen and young larvae. This is the head portion. This is having different parts like labial pulp, glossa. Glossa is nothing but tongue. Then flabellum, then lecinia, mandible, lorum, etc. Okay, here parts are labeled. Next is thorax. Thorax consists of three segments: prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. Each bear a pair of legs. Here you can see pair of legs are having different size and shape. The first one here, this is mesothoracic leg, means middle leg. Then first leg is having more segments. Then the hind leg or the legs of worker honeybee, that is metathoracic leg. All are having different size and functions. Okay, so meso and metathorax each bear a pair of wings. Legs and wings are locomotory organs. In addition to locomotion, legs in honeybees are also modified to perform different functions, like prothoracic legs means the front legs serve as antenna cleaner, means antenna will work as sensory organs and these legs clear it. Basal part of the basitarsus has a notch and a small lobe projects from distal end of tibia. It is found in all the three castes. Three caste means worker, queen and the other caste. On mesothoracic legs, bushy tarsi serve as brushes for cleaning the thorax. Long spine at end of the middle tibia is used as loosening pollen from pollen basket of hind legs and also for cleaning wings and spiracles. Wax scales are also removed from the wax pockets of abdomen by these legs. Coming to the hind leg or metathoracic leg, this differ from other legs in being larger in size and with broad flattened form of tibia and basitarsus. Inworker bees smooth somewhat concave outer surface of hind tibia is fringed with long curved hairs and forms pollen basket or corbicula. Two pairs of wings arise from side of meso and metathorax. Forewings are stronger than hind wings. Series of upturned hooks or humuli are present on front margin of each hind wing. Decurved fold on rear margin of forewing works as coupling apparatus for holding humuli and this result in unity of action of the wings in flight. Okay, here wings are also there. See, the shape of forewing and hind wing are different again. Coming to the abdomen, that is the dorsal portion. First abdominal segment, abdomen will be having different segments. See here in this portion, segments are not shown, but like this segments will be present. Okay. So first abdominal segment is united with the metathorax and forms anatomically a part of thorax known as podium. Bee larvae has 10 abdominal segment, whereas worker's abdomen is 6 segmented. 8 to 10 segments are reduced in size and first segment, that is propodium, is transferred to thorax during pupal stage. Abdomen bears sting, wax glands and scent glands. In workers, egg-laying apparatus is modified into sting. Queen uses ovipositor for egg laying and for stinging rival queen. Rival queen means the quarreling or opposite queen or queen of different hive. Coming to the important anatomical features, digestive system is unique in having esophagus with expanded honey stomach which stores the collected nectar. From honey stomach, food goes into ventricular thorax, X-shaped opening known as proventriculus, regulating passage of food to ventriculus. It removes pollen from nectar and nectar is retained in honey sac and pollen passes to ventriculus. Nectar is regurgitated in the comb cells for conserving the honey. Reproductive organs are fully developed in queen and drones but gently reduced in workers. Sperms are stored in queen. See here, mating won't take place regularly, but sperms are in the beginning only stored in queen in the sacs, structure known as spermatheca. The stored sperms are utilized by queen throughout her lifetime as she does not go for mating once starts egg laying. This is the anatomy of worker bee. You can see the pharynx in the front portion, then brain, aorta, air sacs, honey stomach. Then honey stomach is different and honey bee stomach is different because honey stomach is meant for collecting the nectar and making the honey. Then small intestine, poison sac is for stinging purpose. Then rectum and sting will be there to insert the poison. Then nerve ganglia will be there and glossa. These all are having different functions. This is all about the anatomical and morphological features in honeybee. Next is hiving of feral colony. Feral colony means the independent colony or colonies which are residing outside. Hiving means how you will bring them and systematically go for rearing process. And this is very important because you should give the artificial conditions for rearing. For that you should give many of the conditions, like it may be air circulation, or it may be pollen, continuous supply of the pollen, temperature, controlled conditions, food supply if nectar is not present in the surrounding area. So many you should also prevent them from pest and diseases. Along with that, record keeping is also important. All these come under hiving of feral colony. So first thing is, you should catch the freely moving honeybees. For that, what you should do? First you should catch the queen bee. If queen bee is with you, so automatically the followers will come and stay with her. So whenever you go for rearing in the cage or whatever the structure you are maintaining, in that you should have the queen bee. Along with that, the other bees will also come and settle. So settled swarm can easily be caught using swarm catching basket. This basket is placed above the bee cluster, and the cluster is gently pushed outwards so that the bees start ascending into the basket. Once the queen has entered, the whole swarm will follow the queen. Swarm is the basket, can be taken into apiary for hiving. To make the swarm settle properly, a hive is prepared by giving one frame each of capped brood, then pollen and honey, and provided with extra frames as per strength of the swarm. That means initially one frame is given for collecting and making the honeybee hive. Then if more frames are required, means when it is required, when more number of bees will come and reside in the same colony. Okay. So as a management practice, the first and foremost thing we should see is the abundant flora should be present in our surroundings. So there will be many number of plants and the pollen suppliers, like palm fruits, bramble, berries, barberry, honeysuckle, yellow clover. Like that, in different seasons different kind of plants will work. Like in autumn, bushes of Plactranthum will bloom, and this is a good source of honey. In summer, Tuna ciliate. Then in monsoon, Acacia catechu. Then in winter, Brassica species. In summer, sunflower, and again in summer, eucalyptus. These are the good sources of pollen as a crop in different seasons. Then qualities of a good bee flora. For commercial beekeeping, large crop acreage with good floral quality is required. Beekeeper must have the details of availability and suitability of bee flora. The good qualities like long flowering period, high density of flowers per unit of the plant, good quality of nectar with high concentration of sugars, easy accessibility of the nectar to the honeybees, and ease in collection of nectar. Then availability of flora in the close vicinity of the apiary. This is all about the 3 topics which are covered today. If you have any doubt, you can discuss with me, and in the further classes we'll see how seasonally we can go for the honeybee rearing. Okay, thank you. If you have any problem or any question,